Welcome to another episode of Fares and Frustrations. Today, guys, if you're new to rideshare, I'm going to show you an app that I've used since the beginning, since I've started. I like this app. Now, I am not getting paid for this app. They are not affiliated with me. There is no link to click. There is nothing. I'm going to give you my honest opinion of how it works, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, what I use it for, what you can use it for, and then you make your decision. Now, if you're a driver and you've been driving for a while and you use this app, or maybe you used it and you didn't like it, let me know in the comments below. I want to hear what you guys got to say. I want to hear what you want to think. I'm not getting paid for it, so this is not a biased opinion. This is just my opinion, what I like about it, what I don't, what I use for it, what I use it for. And, you know, I paid a $9.99 a month for the Gridwise Plus. So I'm going to show it to you guys. Gridwise is this app right here. Now you can see it's got all my mileage, review mileage. I got like 40 different things. See all those? Now, what you can do with this, and this is what I use it for. I use it for the airports. Now, it helps me to know how many people are landing every half hour. That's the biggest thing for it, besides that it tracks my mileage. Now, as you've seen before, that was it, tracking my mileage. It had like 44 different times I turned my car on and off. That's what it does, automatically do it because I have the paid subscription. But right here, it'll show you the Jacksonville International Airport. Now, it shows you all the people landing every half hour. It'll even show you departures. So I use it for the arrivals, because if I get a ride and I'm going to the airport, that way I know if it's going to be busy or not. If I'm getting to that area, then I might go to the airport because it might be 5 minutes, 10 minutes away, but I'm not going to drive up there for no reason. The reason why I found this app was because when I first started, I would see this back when they had the little dollar signs instead of these little arrows that you can't even tell if it's busy or not. Well, you had the dollar signs. An airport would have $4 signs or $5 signs, or it'd even have a surge sometimes. So I would go there and it would say, go drive to it, you know, like the little destination. I drive up there, I go through the airport and there's nobody there. And I'm like, how is it busy and nobody's here? I'm like, how can I find out if it's busy or not? So I found Gridwise. I downloaded the app. I paid for the prescription or the subscription. I don't know why. I paid for the subscription, and it was like a little bit cheaper back then, but it went up some. But you know, it's got a lot of different features. So now if you multi-app, now I just started doing Lyft like a month ago. I'd done like 5 rides. I don't really care for Lyft. Now, if you multi-app, maybe you DoorDash, maybe you Grubhub. If you go on here, I'm going to show you when you go to the Gridwise Plus. I have Uber Eats because I started in the beginning. Now, when you go to the service, it's got Amazon Flex. It's got all the different things, DoorDash, Delivery Dudes. I mean, some of these I don't even know. They got tons of them. Just about every gig work you could do, Instacart, whatever. So if you do multiple different apps, that way you can track your earnings. It can track your mileage for those things. Now, when I do it, it's got my vehicle, it's got the benefits. Now, when you go to Gridwise Plus, it's got mileage tracking, airports, expenses. So I could put in their tips, I could put in all that stuff. Now, I don't really keep track of it like that because Uber kind of does. I did it more so I wanted to have a backup tracking my mileage, and I really just wanted to know the airports. So I figured, you know what, I'd pay for it. It's not that much. It's something I used all the time because I was getting constant reservations at the airport. I was at the airport every single day, but I wanted to know if I'm going to get a ride up there or if I'm taking somebody there, is it going to be busy? Is it going to be worth it? Should I do it? And that's when I use this app. I could check all the time because a lot of times I'd get to the airport, and I'm in Jacksonville, our airport, there might be 40 people waiting. It's not like Orlando where there's like 150, or you sometimes can't even get in the queue. Jacksonville's not like that, even though it's a big city. Now with Jacksonville, there would be 35 drivers there, but there would be no planes landing. And I'm like, all right, well, you guys sit there, I'm leaving. And I would leave. I'm not going to stay there and wait. I could drive down the street where there's a surge because you guys are sitting there. I can go make some money while you guys are sitting there and nobody's landing. I'm not worried about that. I'm not going to fight you guys over nobody. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go somewhere else, make more money, drive around. So that's why I use the app. Now, it does track your mileage. It gives you insights. Now, that's one thing it does do, and it does help, is when you go down here to insights, it will, Insights tells you where to drive. That was what I was trying to get to, guys. Just so you know, this is an unfiltered. I did not edit this video. This is raw. I just wanted to show you guys my honest opinion, so I didn't want to make it look fancy. I didn't want to do none of that. So I'm just showing you guys exactly how I'm doing it. But it'll show you all the different sides that you can drive. Jack's Beach, Glencoe Park. It shows whatever's busy. Now, I've been doing it for a while. I don't need to know where it's busy. I know when it's busy. But what does help is the fact that it has events. It's got a bunch of events that might not really mean nothing. But then there might be a concert at the ViStar Arena, or, you know, the football game stuff you automatically know. But when there's concerts, maybe there's something at Jack's Beach that you don't know about. There was times where I didn't really look at it, and then I'd find out there was an event, so then I would go to it, and I'm like, all right, well, they're going to have this event for 3 days, because maybe the passenger didn't know about it, or they didn't know what time. They don't advertise very good, so it doesn't help sometimes. But that way you can go each day of the week. It lets me know all the different stuff they got going. So whatever city you're in, especially maybe you're in Orlando, it'll tell you all the conventions that are going on. Maybe you're in another city, Miami or whatever. It's going to tell you all that different stuff, so it does help. And it's got a marketplace. It's got different things you could get, DoorDash you could sign up for. School, like I did use LegalZoom. I didn't necessarily use it through them, but I used it to start my business. And I also do use SNHU, but I don't use it through them. I didn't even know they were on there till I made this video. I'm actually going to school there for marketing right now, and actually I'd suggest as a pretty good school, because you don't want to do Uber forever. You at least have something to fall back on. I always say, you know, Uber's great part-time. I don't really think it's good full-time, but there are other ways to make money. You never know. But stay tuned, guys. I got some more episodes coming soon. I just want to give you guys a good review. I say Gridwise, I say it's 3 out of 5, maybe a 4, because it does help. Do I necessarily need it all? No, but I like it because of the airports. Now, what you might use it for, what you could use it for, it's got a lot of different things. You might say it's a 5 out of it. Now, I have looked on Reddit. I've seen some reviews. Some people said when you connect it, they were having issues. I haven't connected mine because I didn't really necessarily, I didn't even think about it. It was something new feature that added to it. I was just using it for airports, so I didn't really care about adding all that because Uber kept it for me. I did try to link it the other night. Uber was just like, oh, somebody's trying to sign into your account, but I was just ignored it because it said, oh, you're good, no problem. I could have said, oh, that's not me, but it was me, so it didn't matter. But I have heard on Reddit that some people do have problems with different apps. It's kind of, you know, glitchy, or it might have some issues signing in, kick you off, whatever. I don't know about that, but if it does, let me know. I want to know. I'm trying to give an honest review. I want to hear honestly what you think about it, because I like to hear the conversation. I want to see if this app really helps or not, because it helped me. I use it and I still pay for it, and I don't even drive as much. I drive on my days off. I still pretty much drive every day, but I still use it. I'm not at the airport as much because of the algorithm. It makes it hard, but I still use this thing. I check it all the time. It still tracks my mileage, and you can see it'll automatically say, hey, it's tracking your mileage. Every time I turn the car off, it tracks that mileage. I could drive to the gas station down the street and turn my car off. It's going to track that little trip. Now, that can be a little bit annoying. That's why I kind of say like 4 out of 5 or whatever because of that, but you have to manually swipe it through. I wish it would just automatically save it, because I don't really care about personal. Like if I could set it up to where it wasn't automatically personal or whatever, I would do it like that. But you know what? It doesn't matter because it does what I need it to do. So honestly, I say it's like a 4 out of 5. I'm not saying it's a 5 because a 5 would be like, hey, it's paying me for it, or I'm making money off the app or whatever. But honestly, it's a 4-star out of 5 because, you know, it's great. I like it. So like and subscribe, guys. Thank you.